us and to maybe do something after that is a stepping stone. But for me to retire, it's not going to be through fine dining restaurant.
And bottom line, good food is good food.
Correct.
So whether you're serving me a sandwich or you're serving me one of the finest,
correct,
most expensive cuts of fish or whatever,
good food.
If you cook it good, I'm going to enjoy it, and you're going to like it. So whatever makes you happy.
So I'm going to go back to roots and cook some street food, and I'm at a culinary mashup of the world's street food is my tagline.
Have you started looking at locations, at least neighborhoods?
Oh no, I got a space that I'm in negotiations.
Can we hint at it, or are we just kind of keeping?
Of course, it's within a quarter of a mile, half a mile of where we're standing right now.
Live there. Let's call it home base. Can we call it home base?
Guys,
we got a flag that we're going to put up.
We're striking gold here. We're in the know because I don't think many people probably know about this.
No, not very many people do know about this.
Awesome.
Honored not only for you joining us today. Those were probably the coolest stories we've had to date. That was awesome.
It's amazing what cooking has done, right?
It's so cool that it's opened those doors.
I went to culinary school because I knew I would have a job anywhere in the world that if I ever traveled, I could go to. Humans have to eat. I'm going to have a skill set that I'm going to be able to offer a community to hopefully either get bartered with or paid with, right? So that's what I went to culinary school with. And then to tell my younger self, that in 1995, when I saw my first fish show, that I was going to be fucking cooking for Trey before his Red Rocks show, I would, be like, shut the fuck up. What are you talking about, dude? That's not possible. To be able to go backstage at Red Rocks now because I'm friends with Dom and Jeremy and, I'm on their guest list and I can get in the shuttle that takes you to the back door and you walk into the back door and to go in the tunnel. I mean,
open that door was
just
coming out here at 14 years old.
Right. I mean, it's and then working my tail off.
So as we wrap things up here.
And we won't discredit that. You have to put in the hard work. You put in, like you said, the 9 a.m.s to the 1 a.m.
Yeah.
$10 raise.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But he got paid well, obviously, the $100 a day.
Right.
In Chicago, no less.
Exactly. I mean, think about that.
You have to grind.
You have to grind.
So you worked your ass off, but in the end, it seems to have it's paid dividends.
I mean, for me, I'm fortunate that I love what I do, right? Yeah. And I've been able to find a little bit of a niche market for being able to put music behind with food and being part of something that's a little bit bigger than just cooking at a restaurant every day. So going to these music festivals, Lollapalooza, Okeechobee, Grand Doozy with Bama over here that we did a couple weeks ago, and I'm going to Halloween at the end of the month down in Florida and going to cook for fucking Jamiroquai. The fuck are you talking about, right? And they're going to pay me to do this. I don't have to pay them to do that. They're paying me to go.
Pay for that experience.
Exactly.
That should be illegal.
Right. I would pay to go cook for Jamiroquai. Right?
Nice.
So to be able to carve out my niche of food and music as my passion and be able to experience that on these great little moments is.
So what's your what's your estimated? I mean, fundraising. From what I hear, our last guest, Caroline, that was the scariest part about trying to open up your own deal. Uh-huh. But what's kind of a rough timeline for this?
6 months, 12 months.
6 months. Yeah,
okay.
I would love to do it late spring.
Is it turnkey?
No, but it's small, so it's going to be 1,500 square feet to 2,000 square feet. And the goal, honestly, is to take this nationwide. I mean, that's and
kind of like the kitchen is doing with the next door, and
but there's no servers; it's counter service, right? So to me, the build out is a quarter of that price,
right?
The revenues aren't that much different, truthfully.
Yeah.
And it's something that I think is a little bit more repeatable. And I always wanted to build a restaurant, too, that could service cooks, right? So servicing means, obviously, for us to go eat there and be able to get the stuff that we like to eat off our daytimes, but also be able to provide a platform for cooks to grow so they can learn how to run a business. And then without having to have a general manager, which is usually the boss of a restaurant, my head chefs are going to be my general managers, and I want to teach them how to do the books, and I want to give them
kind of like an incubator.
I want to give them 5 to 10% profit sharing, right? So they can truly feel
invested in what they're doing
and make a 6-figure salary and have a good life and get weekends off.
Are you hiring yet?
Not
I'm
really
willing-
close, but
you want to go work
right.
back on the line,
Yeah,
Chris?
and-
I mean, we
I've done
work
it for you.
together.
Yeah.
You know the culture that I try to bring to my surroundings.
Yeah.
Everybody's of equal, right? If we're in a room, the three of us are going to make a better decision than I am on my own, or you are on your own, right? Because he's going to have a different perspective than you're going to have. And if we are able to put our egos away and have a true collaborative effort, we're going to make really good decisions. And I want a culture in a restaurant like that. It has to be like that.
Will we
In a
be
blog
able?
company.
Will we be able to find the lobster corn dog as a special potentially?
That come full circle.
I mean, come on. We at least
Don't
mentioned.
tease us.
I mean,
yeah.
you kind of. I mean, if I'm going to serve street food, I mean, you might have to have
Maybe
a
a
lobster
little
corn dog.
Yeah,
I mean,
just a special or something.
Connecticut popper. The white collar popper.
that would be amazing.
Yeah, because I definitely want to come and have a lobster corn dog. If you build it, they will come.
If you build it, they will come. Yeah, maybe we'll do like one of those nights. Certain nights would be a lobster corn dog night.
Fuck yeah, we'll
I'm
be
also
there.
trying to create a really interesting social media world where there'll be a lot of interaction going on with the customers, and hopefully they can help guide the direction as well. Because if you're a customer and your voice is heard, I think you're going to make an impact on the places you want to go. And if restaurants listen to more what their customers wanted, they would probably stay in business a lot fucking longer.
Crazy idea here. Crazy idea here. But I've heard of podcasts doing live shows.
Yeah, we can-
Maybe when
I can-
our
we
boy
can-
Merlin opens up his spot,
Dude, that would
we
be-
could do a live
That
show.
That would be
Very
amazing.
100% do that.
And you
Obviously,
could
I'll have to
hear-
refrain from the some of the comments I make on this podcast, but I think I only made one today that we have to delete. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And it was about Eminem's daughter. So Marshall's a friend of the program now. It's not a big deal.
We're good.
As I was kidding.
We're good.
All right.
But
Well,
Merlin, we
I would
appreciate
love to have you guys in there for friends and family, all that stuff beforehand. So,
We'd love to
well,
help in
yeah,
any facet,
I appreciate
and,
that.
We want to thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
such a pleasure, Bama. Always good hanging out.
yeah.
So
Kip.
Yeah,
Good,
it's been a pleasure.
Good to
hang
meet
out,
you.
get to
I'm
meet
I'm
you.
impressed with your jam band knowledge. I appreciate that.
I wouldn't go as far as say it's knowledge. It's just kind of like it's rubbed off from, I guess, the folks that we run around with.
Yeah,
The family, I guess.
the family.
So we do. Chris has kind of come up with a lot of fun segments.
'Kay.
I don't know, fast shooter or whatever the fuck you call that other segment. But he came up with a fun one where you recommend, like, you had to sit here for an hour with us, and that's pretty torturous. Who would you? We want to kind of make it like a fun game. We would like you to recommend someone. We'll do the reaching out process and nag them until they come on the pod. Who in the Denver scene would you like to see have to be stuck with us for the next hour?
Hang out with you guys for a
Yeah.
little bit.
You call somebody out.
Yeah.
Call somebody out.
Put him in the hot seat.
This is all. Yeah, we'll call it the hot seat.
I'm gonna call out Blake Edmonds from Senior Bear, and the reason for that is, he's a man behind a man and a man behind a woman right now. So he's partners at Senior Bear, and he's helping up Marin, and the guy's an fucking incredible cook, right? And he's a local Denver or local Colorado guy, so I always try to support those dudes. But he's behind Max a lot in his name, and he's dating Carrie Baird from Top Chef, so he's supporting her a lot of times and having to be that guy take the pictures when everybody wants to get a photograph with Carrie. And so I think it would be good for him to get out here and be his own man for a minute.
All right. Maybe
So
we'll.
be your own man, Blake.
Damn, that was hot seat.
Awkward.
We will.
That's great. I love it.
We're gonna post that on social media and see if we can have him on a guest here.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you again for joining us in the hot seat, as well as for another segment of Stoned Appetit here with Transplant and the Native. Technically, just 3 transplants today.
Technically, 3
Native.
transplants.
So don't forget to go visit us on Instagram, Twitter, and the website, all of which are at No Vacancy CO. Do we have anything we want to plug? I mean, obviously, we'll tip the hand.
Just follow, at Merlin Verrier on Instagram, and you'll start seeing a lot of stuff popping up these days. And
we talked about how Instagram is sexy for the food
It
scene,
is.
And I can't wait to see what you come up with for the new restaurant.
it's going to be
Start playing around.
super fun.
Nice.
I will tell you that right now. It's going to be fun.
Look out, Denver.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Well, Chris, until next week.
That's Bama.
Bama, I forgot. You're no longer Chris or C3. Bama, Merlin, thank y'all again. We'll talk to y'all next week. Cheers.
Later.
Bye.